Off. Please welcome Nick Lachey. This is kind of another good luck charm for me in the world. Whenever I see him, good things happen. We stayed at the same hotel in New York. Right?
Yes, many times.
One of the Trump hotels. Mm-hmm. And what were you doing there then?
You know, I think I was hosting with Kelly Ripa, Live with Kelly. We were doing a bunch of those shows, and I'd come down in the morning, and I'd see Arsenio in the lobby.
Yeah, and it was cool because there are some mornings when I'm sure he thought I wouldn't be there, you know, because every week there was one less person there.
No.
And then finally near the end, I came out of the elevator and it was just me and Clay Aiken, and there was Nick Lachey standing in the lobby, you know, and you my good luck charm, bro. And you never did the old show. You're too young to have done the old show.
Well, no, I never did the old show, but I have a confession to make, and it dates me a little bit, but when I was a freshman at USC, this is 1992.
Oh, yeah.
A bunch of us came and sat in the audience. And we're a part of the old show. I think Jasmine Guy was the guest, along with High Five was musical guest.
Yes.
It was a great show, but it's congratulations, man, being back and doing this.
Thank you for being here.
This is where you belong. This is where you belong.
Thank you for being here, dude.
Absolutely.
I really appreciate it. You're a big sports fan, and you and I are both from Ohio.
We are.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
I think I'm getting the better end of this sports deal.
What part are you from? What part of Ohio?
Cincinnati.
Nasty Natty.
Come on. The Bengals.
Yes.
Who they?
Cleveland. And they stole our colors for their team.
We affectionately refer to Cleveland as the mistake on the lake.
Oh! Ouch! Ouch!
But I have love for all Ohioans, all Buckeyes. We stick together. That's what we do.
At the end of the day, it's about trying to
about Ohio.
Get Ohio State and that Buckeye, the Ohio State. Hey, how is your wife?
She's wonderful.
How's the family?
You know what? The family is expanding, has expanded over the last year and a half. I have a little boy who is wonderful. He's 15 months literally today, growing up so fast.
Yeah,
it's, you know, all parents out there know exactly what I'm talking about, but it is easily the coolest thing I've ever done in my life. It's just, it's a magical ride every day with him. Really cool.
Yep.
But you did ask me about my wife, and I never...
I figure maybe
She's good too. She's good too.
Okay.
She's good too.
So you all live in L.A. because
we do.
New York, you were just living there. Would you raise your kids in Ohio?
You know, it's funny you bring that up. I actually just bought a place in Ohio not long ago because my brother's there and my niece and nephew are there. So I kind of want Camden to grow up around his cousins, you know, and around his family. And Ohio for me was a great place to grow up. You know, really grounds you. Just, you know, just a good upbringing. So in my mind, at least, I envision us moving back to Ohio and raising our family there. I think Vanessa's on board with this idea. But we haven't really spent a full winter in Ohio yet, so it kind of remains to be.
Yeah, because that'll change your mind, bro.
I think it was 4 degrees there this morning, so that can change things in a hurry.
Yeah, you come out of your house in the morning and turn the key in your car, and your car just say.
It just goes,
Just nothing, you know, nothing. This is cool, sir.
Yeah, how about that?
Yeah, tell us about it.
Yeah, this is thank you guys, thank you. This is a project I did, obviously inspired by my son Camden and dedicated to him. But it's a lullaby CD called Father's Lullaby, a combination of some traditional lullabies, but also original songs that I wrote, you know, for him. As you're a new father and you're going through all this emotional stuff, and you know, for me, music's always the way I was able to express that stuff. So I thought, you know, why not do a lullaby CD and get all my feelings out, and that'll be something he and I can share forever. So, Father's Lullaby, perfect stocking stuffer.
Cool stuff, man. Cool stuff. You're a cool guy. And here's something you don't talk about. Billy Bush is a professional friend of mine.
Yeah.
And sometimes I'll call him and say, you know, give me some 411. And Billy Bush said something very cool. You obviously went on a date back in the day with Kim Kardashian.
That's the rumor.
Yeah. But and this is
the rumor.
Yeah, nothing negative or gospel or anything.
No.
It's kind of cool. Do you know after she went out with you, she said it kind of changed her life and made her. I mean, it was some statement like this. She had previously gone out with Paris Hilton, but the night after she went out with you, her life changed and people started taking her picture and calling her name after she went with you?
It was a very interesting time, obviously, in my life because I was newly back on the market, as it were. And so, yeah, she and I did go spend an afternoon together, and somehow, mysteriously, a bunch of paparazzi showed up at the movie theater, and that was kind of the beginning of, that was the beginning of the Kardashian journey, as it were.
Yeah. Oh, but that's kind of interesting that the paparazzi mysteriously popped up.
They did pop up, but they have a way of knowing where these things happen. How they find out, I don't know, and I don't.
Chris, Chris, I'll be right back with Nick Lachey. Chris.
Tomorrow, Arsenio interviews the one and only Tyler Perry for the first time ever.
Jewel, I have to admit, I have a little confession to make, if I may. Guys, can I get a little help here? Do you mind?
5, 6, 7, 8.
Now, Jewel, when we set out to find our new sing-off judge, we searched long and hard. But after a magical season together here on the show, one thing has never been more clear to me. Season together here on the show, one thing has never been more clear to me. It had to be you. It had to be you.
Yeah, good to see you sing, man. Always good to see you singing.
A lot of fun.
98 Degrees recently toured. How was that?
You know what? It was unbelievable, honestly. We were away 12 years, hadn't toured in 12 years. Came back together with a new album last year called 2.0, and then went out on the road with Boys to Men and New Kids on the Block. Boys to Men, honestly, was the reason we started singing. I mean, they were truly our inspiration. So to share the stage with them every night for an entire summer was absolutely surreal.
Yeah, were you a Motown fan? I talked about the Temptations earlier.
Oh yeah, we were signed to Motown. 98 Degrees got signed to Motown, and this is why the sing-off, which we'll talk about, is so special to me. We got signed to Motown Records by singing a Boys to Men medley a cappella for the president of Motown in his office. And he heard us singing, and he said, I want to sign you guys. And that was it.
That's very cool. Yeah. So did you grow up on Temps and Stevie and stuff like that?
Yeah. My mom was big into Motown, so growing up, the records were in the house, and that's what we listened to. It was a big part of the reason that I always loved R&B music, and a big reason that I wanted to be signed to Motown. That was actually a goal of ours, was to get signed to Motown, and it ended up happening. So
Victoria, my keyboard player, used to play with Stevie.
Oh, wow, yeah.
So I hope we get him here. You like Steve?
Well,
have you ever met him?
We had an incredible experience early in our career. We did a soundtrack for a Disney movie called Mulan, and we had a chance to do a song with Stevie Wonder called True to Your Heart. And this was very early in our career when most everybody didn't know who 98 Degrees was. Right. And Mr. Wonder, as I will call him, was, he could not have been more gracious, more giving. We performed together on national TV. On Leno's show, and it was just, he went above and beyond to look out for us, you know what I mean?
Tell Jay Leno to come out here. I want to talk to him for me.
He said, if you guys want me to come to the couch and do an interview, the boys got to come with me.
That's good.
And he obviously didn't have to do that for us at that point in our career, but that was a big moment in terms of validating who we were as a group. Obviously, singing with Stevie Wonder and doing a duet with Stevie Wonder, one of the things that you can check off the bucket list, and that's a legendary moment forever. He is the best that ever was and ever will be. Yep.
Hey, why do you think there are no big new boy bands here? The big new boy band thing seems to happen across the water right now.
Well, that's why 98 Degrees came back.
Yeah. Thank goodness. Thank goodness.
No, it is interesting because you see the new groups, and you got One Direction, and you've got The Wanted, and they all seem to be coming from across the pond, as they say. I don't know why there haven't been. You and I should start one.
Yeah. Okay, here's a question. Like, whenever I've been on the road with back in the day with the Temptations or the Four Tops, or what I know about New Edition, they always have a guy who deals with wardrobe in the group, somebody who makes those decisions. Who deals with the wardrobe in your group?
Not me.
You don't.
I'm not taking the fall.
Your brother, we know your brother won Dancing with the Stars.
Yes, he wore.
Does he have an eye for that? Is he that guy?
He wore sequins
Lachey.
very well. He wore sequins well, but no, we actually had a series of stylists who styled us through the years, and I look back on some of the pictures, and frankly, it's a little embarrassing what we used to wear.
Oh, now see, I'm gonna wear that tomorrow right there.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Well, you know, that was our military phase.
Yeah, that looked like you get ready to kick in a door someplace.
Yeah,
Let me see another one.
They were far worse than that. Oh yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's like the red coveralls. Never a good look. That was never in style,
It's
actually.
like y'all get ready to jump in tandem.
Not really sure what that is.
Let me see another one.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. See, that's somebody who's afraid there's somebody mean in the audience with a bow and arrow.
Well,
There's somebody mean in the audience with a bow and arrow.
Well, what happened was I was late to the concert. I had just come. I was the catcher on our baseball team. I had just come straight in with my chest plate. No, it was. You look at that stuff and you're like, what were we thinking? Not only what were we thinking, what was going on with our hair? We had the worst hairstyles. The worst.
Sing Off is kind of cool because your fans were instrumental in bringing that back.
Huge. Yeah, we actually thought the show had gone away, unfortunately, and what we realized is that there's such an immense fan base for the Sing-Off and for a cappella music in general. They really clamored for the show to come back, and that's a huge reason why NBC brought it back, and we're now in our 4th season. So thank you to all the fans out there who fought for that show.
Your host, and Jewel is a judge, and Ben is a judge. Who else is there?
Folds and Sean Stottman from Boys to Men.
Yeah. Your road mate.
Yeah, so we went straight from the package tour straight into production on the Sing-Off. So Sean and I are kind of attached at the hip this year. We've
cool.
stalked each other. Yeah.
That's a good crew. That's a good crew. Be sure to watch Nick Lachey host the Sing Off Monday at 10 p.m. on NBC. I'll be right back. Please thank this gentleman for being here.
You guys.
Tonight's Toyota music performances are from B.O.B. Toyota, let's go places.
Yes, welcome back. My next guest is an expert on the NBA. Just ask him and he'll tell you. He's the mouth that roars on ESPN's Sports Center and ESPN2's First Take. Please welcome Stephen A. Smith.